Okay, everybody, and welcome. And I'd like to wish everybody a very happy spooky season. Now, what am I doing today, and why am I doing it? I'm doing this out of curiosity. Let me just be quite frank with you. I am of the opinion that spirits exist, objectively. I've had experiences which have seemed to have demonstrated that to me over the years, as a result of me deliberately putting in the work to try and have these weird experiences. Now, they are few and far between. They are difficult and sometimes challenging. The way in which these things seem to occur is as a result of training yourself in some forms of religious exercise, which gives you the ability to change your mind, your brainwaves somehow. Maybe it's through meditation, maybe it's through prayer. It's difficult to say precisely. But, and here comes the cat to say hello, there is a way of attempting to have some kind of experience of them. This also means that I'm of the opinion that angels exist, as well as various different levels of imperfection. These levels of imperfection within consciousness, hello pretty cat, we tend to call demons. But the question is, what precisely is a demon? Alright, the word demon just means spirit, consciousness, or lesser divine being of sorts. So what actually is it? I don't think anyone actually knows. All we've got is various folk myths. We've got various different forms of people reporting strange experiences, whether they're true or not. And that's pretty much it. We've got religious writings, we've got religious belief, we've got superstition. But we don't actually have any hard and fast knowledge. Now, the character of Asteroth has changed an awful lot. Let me just quickly read to you the description, or a description of what Asteroth is. Asteroth is a great and strong duke, coming forth in the shape of a foul angel sitting upon a dragon and carrying a viper. Asteroth is a great duke of hell, in the first hierarchy with Beelzebub and Lucifer, and part of the evil trinity. A male figure, named after Astarte, who was female. Asteroth appears in Dictionnaire Infernal, as well as the Book of Abramelin, and also the Lesser Key. It is said that the spirit of Saint Bartholomew protects against him. So there he is, a grand and powerful duke, and he can be protected against with Saint Bartholomew. So, how powerful is he? Does he actually exist? I mean, essentially, if it is true that symbols can be used to access some kind of ancient archetypal stuff which is out there in the universe, then has the definition, the awareness of what Asteroth is, changed? I mean, after all, his or her character has been portrayed in numerous TV shows and radio shows and books. And all of these things would have added extra meaning within the ether as to what Asteroth really is. Has he changed? Is he still basically Astarte and just rather upset by the fact that she is now being honoured as being a servant of witches, both male and female? Charles Cosmanio, the rather dark internet occultist who has a YouTube channel and he's got his own webpage and he's got his books available for free, which I'd strongly recommend you read, and you can just download them in PDF format, suggests that the demons of the Lesser Key of Solomon should be addressed like a managing director addressing an employee. And so that is the attitude by which I am going to attempt to communicate with Asteroth using a Ouija board. Remember what the Ouija board is. It is an idiomotor effect tool, which essentially means that it reacts to the ideo, the idea, within the individual, whether that comes from inside or without. Okay? So it could just be my own association with the concept of Asteroth, which is what creates the communication, or the apparent communication that comes out of the spirit board. Or it could be that Asteroth really does exist. Remember, what we're dealing with here is character essentially from religion, from folklore. Just written in books such as the Lesser Key of Solomon. I've got a spare battery lying around for my camera, because it is said that when you do summon a spirit, they can drain the power from electrical devices. That might be true, or it might not be. I don't know either. And when the cats finally got off my Ouija board, I will then place the sigil of Asteroth beneath it, and I will commence the seance. Happy Halloween, everybody. Oh, one more thing. There isn't a single spirit in the world, or angel or demon, who is more powerful than an individual who makes intelligent decisions about their life. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about anything. I'm not putting myself in jeopardy. Am I, pussycat? No, of course not. Or am I? You missed a rather weird experience there anyway, because the cat, which is normally incredibly placid, decided to attack me quite violently. He hasn't done that since he was very, very small. I hope that's not an omen. Are you there, Asteroth? Yes. Answer me plainly and answer me true. Is it true what is said about you in the Lesser Key of Solomon? No. Are you even male? N O I D E A. Are you saying that the concepts of gender are alien to you? Yes. Does this frustrate you? Yes. Tell me clear and tell me true. Do you really appear riding a dragon? I F I F E E L If I feel. I guess that means if you feel like it. Are you truly from hell? N, E, I, T, H, E, R. Neither. Neither heaven nor hell. So that means you're essentially either in purgatory or on the earth plane as a form of consciousness. Would that be right? I think I know where this is going. Yes. Can you truly provide people with the power to find hidden treasures? Answer me. L. U. C. K. So you give people a little bit more luck, is that right? Is that right? Answer me. For some reason my face is getting incredibly itchy right now. Yes. My face is getting incredibly itchy. Oh, God. So you give people luck, but is that for free? No. G. I. F. T. P. O M I S E. Gift, promise. So someone has to do something for you which I guess would be agreed prior to the giving of the luck. Would that be right? Yes. The strange thing about this particular experience was that with the sigil underneath the board, there was this feeling of a sense of something coming from underneath the board, a feeling of some kind of energy, and it's kind of like grew in it grew in feeling, as if I was becoming more aware of the symbol, or the symbol was becoming more aware of me, I don't know what. And that in itself was rather strange. The fact that my face suddenly got very itchy all of a sudden was rather weird, because that just doesn't seem to happen all that much. And the sense of slight drop in temperature meant that it was an even more weird experience as well. Adding to that, the fact that the cat suddenly got violent with me just prior to the start of the seance suggests to me that, well, I don't know, the cat's in a bad mood, but why was he suddenly acting like that when he hasn't been like that for a bloody long time? But yet when I get this stuff out, all of a sudden he starts to go a bit mental with me. Again, that's another question. I don't rightly have an answer to it. But even then, you know, there was just this... There was a strange feeling coming out of the board. That's pretty much all I can say. The answers that came through seem to imply that this consciousness, this thing, which we've called Asteroth, is not necessarily a powerful evil spiritual force. It's something which is out there, and which people have latched onto from a position of religious fervour or whatever, for the purposes of controlling, whether they are dark satanic people or whatever, or whether they're people using the lesser key of Solomon and compelling the spirit in the name of Christ, which presumably, taking into account what the spirit is trying to communicate through the board today, is not all that necessary. It seems like a form of mutual agreement, and a sense of, you know, maybe even clearing your energy field, clearing your aura, and so on and so forth, in order to enable you to have not got any negative influence from the spiritual force inside you. So I don't think that the spirits of the lesser key of Solomon are necessarily as frightening as they are made out to be. We're all anxious about them, we're all afraid of them, because we're told to be. But these are, you know, the symbols themselves are codes. A code to access a concept, part of which is inside us, part of which is outside of us, and does have some kind of objective reality of sorts. But how that is, we still don't know. All I would say is that the seance I've done has proven to be very interesting, a little complicated, and a little different in terms of how it actually happened for me. So I want to leave that with you, and to wish you a very happy season of the spookiness. And you'll be seeing a lot more strange things from me with the passage of time. And don't forget to follow my links, go to my About Me page, see if there's anything there you like. The tarot show will be going out on OnlyFans during the month of November, so this is like the start of it, once I've finished the move and I've moved into the new place. And everything is going to be really rather fantastic from now onwards. The Patreon is now live, and I can do live broadcasts upon it. So I'm going to be using that for a wide variety of different things, including tarot sessions, including forms of experimentation. I haven't yet worked it out, but definitely tarot, definitely live talks, and it's going to be fun. There will also be live work done on OnlyFans too. and I'll carry on putting out work here on YouTube. And keep in touch, use the comment section to your abandon and to your pleasure, and I'll speak to you again soon.